Welcome back to JonesyCast. Hey, I'm Jonesy. This is the cast. Basically, what I do is read Reddit posts and do video responses, relationship advice, etc. Please like and subscribe if you would like to subscribe. If you don't, that's cool too. Let's get into it. Posted by user no-worth3906 2 minutes ago. Is it worth confronting him? What would you do? I need your help. This guy was... Actually, I'm not going to read the full post. If you want the context, I'll put the link in the description. This is for the OP. This guy that you were going out with and hooking up left to go back to school. You'd both established that you had feelings for each other, but he also acknowledged that distance wasn't going to work. I mean, well, right there. Right there. It's done. It's done. Because you're distant, right? But I'm going to tell you why in a sec. He fed a lot of fantasies that he wanted to continue communicating. Keep in mind that I wouldn't necessarily blame him or call him malevolent for doing that, or evil or cruel, mainly because he was probably trying to convince himself as well as trying to convince you. I mean, people don't set out to lie to someone else. They let themselves lie to themselves, and then the other person hears it, if you know what I mean, right? So he's fed you a lot of fantasies. And look, I've done that. We've all done that. But the problem is, I didn't end up with any of those girls. They didn't end up with me when they lied to me and fed me fantasies. Maybe figure things out when he comes back. Ever since he's left, his communication has been all over the place. For example, there will be days where he wants to text FaceTime, or he will simply ignore me. Now, you've said that you confessed to him that if he was planning to ghost, then let me know and be honest about it. I wouldn't do that in the future. I mean, the problem is that what you're essentially saying to someone is, if you're going to lie to me, let me know. I mean, that doesn't work. And I'm not blaming you for saying it. It's just the way that it is. You can't ask someone to tell you the truth about something for which they do not know the truth, right? Or if it is incentivized for them to lie. Because here's what you got to remember. He's back home with you and he's getting laid. He's spending time. He's going to dinner. He's having fun. And then you say to him, if you're going to ghost me, let me know. Asking him to be honest. If he's honest with you, you're going to leave him. So he doesn't get any of those good things anymore, right? So he has an incentive to either lie or withhold the truth. He also has, alongside that, again, he's trying to tell himself that he can maybe make it work. When the truth is that you both probably can't. He just doesn't want to let you down. He just wants to be nice. I don't need a nice guy. I need a good man, okay? And you need to remember that. You don't want a nice guy. You want a good man. Someone who will tell you the truth, okay? When it fucking hurts. That's what you want, right? Turns out this guy isn't like that. He said he would never because he likes me, and then he's been taking me out. I wouldn't waste his time with me if he was going to ghost me at the end. I don't believe him. And again, I'm not saying that he's deliberately lying to you. I'm just saying that, look, you have to look at the incentives behind what people are saying. Okay. Wouldn't waste his time with me. Well, he's not wasting his time with you. He's getting something from that time. What he should have said is that he wouldn't waste your time. But he didn't say that. And I imagine because he didn't think that, right? He's not a bad guy. He's just careless. He's not a man. He's a boy. You know, he's careless. He's just negligent in this sense. But recently, the only times it's been convenient for him to talk to me is when he's drunk. At first, it was funny, but now it's frustrating and infuriating. I get that his life is busy now. It's been emotionally draining for me. Keep getting my hopes up that he might text me, but ends up being drunken messages. I want to call him out on it, but I don't want to sound needy. Maybe the next time he messages me, mention something. I don't know how to approach this. Listen, you are within your rights to ghost him. And then what will happen is he will text you. And then you can say to him, look, I just don't feel that you're valuing me, because it's true. His actions do not indicate that he values you more than other things. Okay. Now, he's well within his rights to value whatever he wants, however much he wants, but consequences ensue. So if he's not going to value you, he doesn't get you, right? So that's what you can say. You don't have to call him out for being dishonest. You don't have to say you're being disingenuous. You don't have to say that you said one thing and then did another, because I don't think that he's consciously lied to you. I think that you're just not as valuable as whatever he's chasing in life. And that, again, that's fine. That doesn't make you worth less. It makes you worth something different to someone else, right? So the only thing you're going to gain out of texting him and calling him out is a fight and maybe some closure. But I don't need closure from you. I don't need closure from her. I make my own closure because I make my own decisions. And again, that's not me being cocky. That's just me saying you don't need him for closure. You don't need him to make you feel better, because if he sweet talks you back in, you're back in the same situation, right? This pattern of behavior will stop for 2 weeks and then it'll come back up, because again, you're not in his life. I don't know what else he's doing with his time, with his life. You know, is he talking to other girls? Who knows? Who knows? Because he's not talking to you, right? So, if I was in your position, and I have been, I would focus on you. I would get your shit together. Build a woman that is worth a man, okay? Because you don't want a boy, you want a man. But that man that you want needs a woman, right? That man needs a woman who can have the hard conversations about life, about relationships, about children, about financial contracts, about mortgages, about health issues, about cancer, about everything, right? You need a man. You don't need a flaky boy. So if I was in your position, I would just walk away. But again, I'm just some guy on the internet. You don't have to listen to what I say. I'm just trying to put this in context a bit for you, because this guy, he's just cooked. He's just not doing what he should be doing, right? So I would just move on. I would build a woman that is worthy of a man. Everyone is equal in terms of the law, hopefully, but not everyone is equal, right? And it may be the case that you are not worth as much to this man as you will be to another. It is certainly the case that there will be a man that is worth more to you than every other man on the planet. My woman is worth more to me than every other woman. They can fuck off. She's worth more. But that's subjective. It's to me, right? You need to find a man that speaks about you like that. And it's hard with her, right? Not because she's a bitch, because we're both people. We're both just trying to make this work. You know, this thing we call life, and now we've got the virus. I mean, life is hard enough, and you don't need this guy flaking out on you. My woman's life was hard enough, and then she found a man with whom she could share the suffering. And so did I. I found a woman with whom I could share the suffering, you know, and we could have good times within the suffering, because that's what life is. Life is suffering. So I hope this video helps you. I really do. I mean, you have so much future ahead of you, and this boy is a speed bump, you know. But then again, if you love him, if you really love him, go back to him and see what happens. Don't do that. I hope it goes well for you. Catch you later.